Welcome, everybody, to our 8th annual Teens Dream Changemaker celebration. It's great to see everybody. Hi. Everybody can add their names in the chat. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Hi, Betty. You're just down the street. Hi, Janine. Hi, Diane. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Rasak from Nigeria. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tendai from Uruguay, Zimbabwe. Welcome. We're going to start here in a few minutes. Hi, Leslie and Doug from Leesburg. Hi, Charisse, Ellen. Hi, Betsy Eagle. Okay, so if everybody could just mute yourself unless you're a speaker, I'm going to go ahead and start in a minute. Okay, why don't we go ahead and start, Carolina?
Right. No matter how much experience or knowledge you have, we can really build people up to feel confident in taking action and making changes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of be emotional here. Okay. So I think that to anybody who's gonna be watching this and is interested about this, just know you aren't alone, because there are so many people who are going through those same kinds of fears, those same kinds of worries. And you know what? I think that that's a good thing, because it proves that you're really that the society that we're making right now is really caring, and it's really there are the society that I think future generations are going to come in is going to be so much better, and it will really come down to making sure that we continue to facilitate great people like you to join our hubs and make sure that the change that you want is possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, I live in like rural, like we're close to the beach, so super country. There's not a lot of people there, and I think before I was like, oh man, like my school doesn't even have an environmental club. Like, oh man, like what? Like, there's not really anything I can do. But I would say my advice is don't wait. Start your. I'm going to start my own green club at my school. Like, don't wait.
Yeah,
get involved.
yeah, that's right. You don't have to wait on anybody.
Yes.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, I think it's really important to just start having these conversations at a local level. You can start in your own school, try to join environmental clubs or start one, like Lana said, if you don't have one. And then also joining bigger organizations like the CoLab and starting to work on projects that will help them towards their goals.
Echoing what everyone else said, the first step is just acknowledging that, this is going on. So
Right.
just having those conversations with your friends, with your family, and then, researching what can you do to help, joining clubs, forming clubs, and then maybe in that research you find the CoLab and join us. We would love to have you.
That's awesome.
Great. Welcome, everyone. My name is Akash, and I am a 10th grader from Rockville, Maryland, and I'm so proud to be one of the teen ambassadors of the Mental Health Hub. Thank you so much for joining us today for our 8th annual Teens Dream celebration. We really appreciate you taking your time this Sunday to celebrate our global change makers. We will be recording today's session. I just wanted to let you guys know as well that everyone will be muted except the speakers, but we encourage you to share your thoughts in the chat. We have a really big program today, but we hope you will stay for the whole time to socialize in our newly updated virtual reality rooms for a post-celebration reception. So get some food and drink and be ready to be inspired. Today, we are honoring our video challenge winners who have worked tirelessly to implement their projects. We will also be showcasing our 12 amazing hubs. The program is in the chat to access, so if you didn't get the registration email, it's there for you to access. We'd now like to start things off perfectly with a short video from ACT for SDGs.
Abbiamo bisogno di azioni urgenti per il clima, per la giustizia, per la pace. Il potere è nelle nostre mani. È il momento. E adesso!
Carolina, there's no sound.
Thanks, Carolina. All right, well, thank you, everybody. Hello and welcome to our 8th annual Changemaker celebration. We're super excited to have everyone here. My name is Star. I'm our marketing director. And I'm actually from Northern California and am super excited to be a part of the CoLab and just really love everything that it stands for. The CoLab uses the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as our foundation, which were created to tackle the biggest challenges of our time today. So you'll see here, these are the 17 goals that were created. And if we go over to the next slide here, you'll see our mission. So the CoLab is an Arlington-based nonprofit organization that works to educate and also empower teens across the world with established networks, leadership opportunities, and also critical skills. So the Teens Dream is our annual global video contest that educates teens on the SDGs and really encourages them to think about how they can take action in their local communities and around the world. So another primary focus for the CoLab is growing our SDG hubs, which are our virtual rooms where teens actually get together weekly and focus on projects for specific SDGs with support of their amazing mentors. So I'm really excited to also introduce Carolina Jones. She's our social media intern who's going to share with you some of the incredible things that we've been up to since the last fall celebration.
Thank you, Star. My name is Carolina, and I'm a 10th grader from North Carolina. I'm the teen ambassador for the Climate Hub, as well as the CoLab social media intern. I want to highlight some of the big things that the CoLab has accomplished this past year. We launched a strategic plan with our board of directors. We received a second grant from Amazon to support our work. Thank you, Amazon. Every hub made an educational overview of their hub. We launched a new hub this year for Afghan refugees. We launched a skills training segment for the hubs at our monthly all hands meeting, where teens have led leadership trainings on how to write an agenda, lead a meeting, give an elevator pitch, lobby, manage social media, and more. In the spring, our hubs collectively wrote a 100-page book that our Arts Hub managed and published on Amazon with a chapter from each hub. We really encourage you to purchase it. 20 teens came from across the country to attend the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, speaking on 7 different panels and hosting their own table. We hosted a graduation ceremony for hub teens moving to college. While in DC, teens lobbied on mental health and plastic pollution in 5 different meetings with representatives and senators on Capitol Hill. This last month, our hubs collaborated on our first ever Speed Teen Advice Seminar. This one was about how schools can better help teens with mental health issues. We have accomplished so much over the past year, and I enjoyed taking part of these projects, and we are excited to welcome more teens into our hubs. If you're a teen, fill out the form in the chat. Now I'm going to introduce our founding director, Linda Staley.
Wow. Thank you so much, Akash and Star and Carolina. I'm very excited to welcome all of you to our 8th annual celebration, and thank you for coming wherever you are. Before we go into our program, I really need to take this time to thank all of our teens who are amazing. They inspire me every single time I meet with them. And I want to say that none of this would not be possible without all our amazing supporters. And I want to thank now our donors and our partners, our mentors, our interns, everyone. So we've gotten a very nice small grant from Amazon, and we are very grateful for that. We've gotten some funding for our documentary from the Henry Luce Foundation. And I want to thank all of our donors for this event and this whole year. Particularly, I want to thank Betsy Agel and the Sustainable Villages Honduras, which is a wonderful agriculture organization that she's founded. I want to thank David Abramowitz, Pat and Rolf Sartorius, Nancy Donaldson, Greg Embry, Wayne Liu, and Judith Tsai, who are Nathan's parents from California, Ann Wachowski and John Barker, and all of your donations, every single person. It would take me a long time to support you, but many of you have been there for a long time supporting us, and we're very grateful. So I also want to thank our partners. We have amazing partners. Turkish American TV has been with us from almost the beginning, and the leader of that, Hurriyet Oak, is also our board member, and they've been fantastic. Some of the videos that you're seeing are from them. Service America, and Steve is here today. They're head of their amazing organization that's helped the CoLab get grants for some of our students to do things like gardening. Thank you, Steve and YSA. We want to thank our pro bono law firm, Latham and Watkins, and all the other partners that you see here. Thank you, everybody. Leaders in Energy, Smithsonian Folklife Festival, so many. We have amazing staff. We don't have any full-time paid staff, which is something we're working on, but we have a wonderful board of directors and amazing interns and fellows. And I want to thank all of them, particularly our new project director, Star McBride, Carolina, who you've met, Amber, who's heading our SDG hubs, previously Janae, Elise, who has been working with our winners all year, Grace, who's helping our YouTube channel, Lana, and our webmaster, Dave, for our website, Sammy, our new marketing fellow, and Erdem, who has been leading and working on our virtual reality rooms as our VR fellow. Thank you to all of you. I want to particularly again thank Amazon. We are so grateful for their support, and Philip would have been with us today. He is actually, I think, on his honeymoon today, so he couldn't join us, but we are so grateful to Amazon. And you can see a quote from Patrick, Filippi. I'm sorry, I said Philip, Patrick. Patrick, we're so very grateful to you. And we have a short video that we created that highlights our news coverage and also what we've done with Amazon. So we're going to show that for you.
We turn our attention to the future. Young people from around the world, including right here in Florida, are connecting and taking action on the most serious issues facing the planet.
The air that we breathe is polluted with CO2. Then half of the Amazon burnt in flames and the sky turned black from blue.
The Global CoLab Network was created to empower youth to be change makers. We focus on teens ages 13 to 18, as well as millennials. We have a global video competition called Teens Dream that focuses on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are 17 goals on all the big challenges and issues of the day.
The video competition is only part of Teens Dream. The real action takes place in the hubs.
And we have 10 of them, and they're all led by teenagers from all over the world. And they meet every week for a full hour on moving action forward on everything from climate change to fighting plastics, to quality education, mental health, racial justice, wildlife conservation, hunger, arts.
Arlington teens with a passion for saving the planet.
Teens are on a mission.
They have stumbled onto a great business idea.
It's part of the Global CoLab Network,
A global community of teen change makers.
virtual network of teens locally and globally.
So far, we've been working to engage teens globally.
Go Container may soon be a thing of the past.
It's to replace single use with reuse with these reusable containers.
Was to allow people who don't have fresh produce to have the opportunity to have it.
Oh, in this specific effort, we focus mostly on the beehives, and we're really just hoping to influence consumer habits and reduce waste. We have published our own hub book.
Making an impact in the lives of others. Protein Network Plastic Stuff.
So what type of action really can teens get done?
Well, they can do so much. My gosh, teens are unbelievable. Our plastics hub has been working to try to find a reusable to-go box. Well, they're working and just got a $25,000 grant from Amazon.
The organization created a reusable container to be implemented at restaurants.
We are a blueprint right now. And if we find success in this, we'll be able to export our blueprint all across the world.
The group was able to submit their idea to Amazon.
We were all super excited that they were interested in supporting our idea, especially since we are a group of teens and youth. It was really exciting to see such a major corporation kind of take a stand for environmental issues.
The e-commerce giant awarded the group a $25,000 grant.
The Smithsonian partnered with them as well to bring this all about. Now you need donations. You got 25,000 from Amazon.
Yeah, and we're really grateful for that. Yeah, so we're still looking to collect more funds to cover all of our expenses, including paying for our interns and employees, marketing materials, other materials, and tech.
So good cause to support, helping the environment and helping some young people have a dream come true. Back to you.
The group wants to spread the message that youth can make a difference.
If you'd like to learn more about how to support a teen project, a hub, or the Global CoLab Network as a whole, please visit us at globalcolab.net or teensdreamcolab.org.
Let's see. Now we have a very special, long-standing relationship with the Smithsonian that we want to tell you about. Lana, are you here?
Yes.
Great. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Lana, and I'm 16 years old from North Carolina, and I'm the team ambassador of the Plastics Hub and was an intern with the CoLab this summer, helping with the website. On behalf of the CoLab, I want to thank our Smithsonian partners who have been critical supporters since 2017. More specifically, Brian Coyle with the Smithsonian Conservation Commons helped us build the EcoTeen Action Network focused on Earth optimism. Jennifer Brundage with Smithsonian Affiliations engaged us to work with museums across the USA to engage teens in our competition. She and Brian have also been judges on our annual Teen Stream Video Challenge. And this year, we are super excited that the Smithsonian Folklife Festival asked the CoLab to provide a youth presence at this year's Folklife Festival. I was one of 20 teams from around the country that came in early July this summer to participate in the week-long Folklife Festival, participating on some 7 panels and workshops. Our hubs have since made a number of podcast episodes on the Folklife Festival too. It was so much fun. Here's a recap video of our experience at the Folklife Festival.
Just as passionate as I was about mediation. We are working to lobby. Hi, my name is Carolina Jones and I'm from North Carolina. I'm 15 years old and I am a social media intern for the CoLab, and I'm also an ambassador of the Climate Hub. Hi, my name is Emma Cazzini. I'm from Colorado. I am 15 years old and I am the teen ambassador for both the Racial Justice Hub and the Education Hub.
Hi, my name is Sejal Singh. I'm 18 years old. I am from Northern Virginia, and I am the ambassador for the Gender Equality Hub.
Hello, I am Sean Lee. I am from Northern Virginia. I am 16 years old, and I am an ambassador of the Climate Hub along with Carolina.
So this is the second time that the Climate Hub has hosted its annual Trash and Show. And the Trash and Show is when we encourage teens and everyone from all over the world to make an outfit out of upcycled materials and then submit it to our form where we collect all the virtual pictures and videos of these outfits and put together a big show. And it's so much fun. I always say, get creative with it and like invite some friends over and work on them together. But there is really a big meaning behind all the crazy outfits, and that is protesting fast fashion and all the waste that the fashion industry creates. And also to raise awareness for upcycling and, you know, take something that's already been used and reuse it. And so that's what we're doing with these outfits. And we're hoping to spread awareness for all of these and the Climate Hub and what we do. And we all decided that collectively we wanted to write a book by teens for teens about the SDG hubs, and you can see it here. And so each hub worked together and wrote a chapter. And it's amazing to see all these chapters and all these information about the hub coming together into this great book made by teens for teens. But it's been a great project and I really enjoyed working on it.
Hi, I'm Olivia Ramito, and I'm one of the co-ambassadors of the Gender Equality Hub. Hi, my name is Sejal Singh, and I'm the other co-ambassador of the Gender Equality Hub. I am from Northern Virginia, and I've been part of the hub for 2 years. One of my favorite projects that I've worked on is definitely the podcast. It's called Overheard, and it's on Spotify. We have a lot of different episodes where we invite different people to come speak, and we also just talk about what's going on in the world in terms of gender and as it relates to gender equality. I also really enjoyed collaborating with the Arts Hub and working on the Women of Color in Art webinar, where we brought women of color artists to come in and speak and talk about their experience and how being a woman of color has shaped their art.
One of our most recent projects was a collaboration between the Gender Equality Hub, the Racial Justice Hub, the Plastics Hub, and the Mental Health Hub. And we had a really great opportunity to lobby. So we did some virtual lobbying, and while we were here on Capitol Hill, we were able to, while we were here in DC, we were able to go up to Capitol Hill and meet with some of our representatives. So we discussed the Break Free from Plastic Pollution Act, as well as mental health and equity in mental health. And we were able to meet with my representative from Massachusetts, Catherine Clark, and we were able to meet with or a staff member for her, and we were able to meet with staff members for Greg Murphy, Dawn Byer, and Jamie Raskin as well. And it's been a really great experience to be able to really speak with our members of Congress and be able to discuss changes that we want to see.
Hi, my name is Leah Hahn, and I'm one of the co-ambassadors of the Zero Hunger Hub. The Zero Hunger Hub works to fight food insecurity across the globe. Food insecurity disproportionately affects children as it impedes their ability to learn. Fresh produce is an important part of the diet, and we have made it a goal of ours to provide it to children all across the US.
With a $1,000 grant from YSA, we were able to build a community garden in Arlington, Virginia. This Arlington has provided over 100 pounds of produce for people in need and has made fresh produce more accessible in the community. The people working at the garden are mostly teenagers who are local to the area. This not only helps people in their community, but they're able to build bonds within their community and help each other out while also learning more about their planet.
Hi, my name is Sarah Bigley, and I am one of the co-ambassadors of the Wildlife Conservation Hub at the Global CoLab Network. Hi, my name is Danielle Reed, and I am the other co-ambassador of the Wildlife Conservation Hub. Our hub focuses on how to conserve wildlife both locally and globally with teens around the world. With our hub specifically, we wrote a research paper about the effects of poaching, and we've done a lot of wildlife awareness through our Instagram campaign. We've done a lot of cool projects. We've hosted a few webinars. We have a podcast called Conservation Conversation. And we've been working on the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, which we're at right now. We also wrote a book with the CoLab, and we're working on some new projects right now, like possibly going to Mozambique and South Africa to meet some of our mentors and work with rhinos and work with whale sharks and manta rays and dugongs. So that's some of our projects right now.
Are working to lobby.
Now I want to introduce Betty Bolanes from the Folklife Festival staff to share a few words.
It helps to unmute. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to thank Global CoLab members for their participation in the Earth Optimism program of the 2022 Smithsonian Folklife Festival. The engaging activities and thoughtful discussions truly illustrated our program subtitle, which was Inspiring Conservation Communities. Thousands of visitors learned so much and we're truly inspired by your work. So I would like to personally encourage you to keep up the great work, and thank you so much from all of our crew at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival. So thanks again.
Thank you, Lana and Betty. The Folklife Festival was definitely a highlight of this year. Today we are recognizing both our winners of the challenge and the runner-ups. They're listed on page 3 and 4 of the program that we emailed. I'm also going to include the program in the chat below in a few minutes. You will hear from those on page 3 who are actively working hard to bring their projects to life right now, and they will be sharing with us today what they've been up to. Our Global Changemaker video competition depends also on all the teens and adults that have been helping us judge the competition each year. So special thank you to our longtime judges, Dawn Gangloff, Harriet Oak, and Alexis Klein, who led our team this year. And I'd like to introduce our team judge, Grace, who will share more details.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Star. Hi, my name is Grace. I'm 17 and I'm from California. I was a winner of the 2020 video competition. And here's a little bit about what my dream was as a submitter to this competition. So for my dream, I wrote and published a children's book called Perry and Friends, and it's all about climate change, and it's available now on Amazon, translated by our Spanish and Turkish hubs. And after winning, I learned about the SDG hubs and became an ambassador of the Arts Hub. And in that role, I led all of the hubs in publishing a 100-page book by teens for teens, focused on the SDGs with 25 other teen authors. Now I'm also an intern helping with the CoLab's YouTube channel. So I will put in the chat a link to this Global CoLab book because it's available on Amazon now in hardcover. And to continue, I would like to say that for the video competition, our judges met for weeks in late February to select winners out of the many submissions from all over the world. Teens Dream is about supporting not only just the winners, but the submitters and encouraging them to join our hubs. I'm really happy that so many teens are now active members and also leaders of our hubs. We want to thank everyone who submitted this year and in the past. All of their videos are up in the global map on our Teens Dream website, and each teen has their own website page showing their video, and you can look this up on by category on SDG or by geography and where they're located. So you can see that through the link in the chat. Each of our winners received $100 and were eligible to receive up to 400 more to implement their dream. And we are now going to show some of the winning videos and some of our winners and Changemaker runner-ups who will share their reflections with us. So first up is Danny Reed from Georgia.
Conservation Legacy. This is my favorite book of all time. This book was written by one of the greatest conservationists in the world, Bindi Irwin. She already created her conservation legacy. So when I look at this book, I think to myself, how can I create my own conservation legacy? My conservation legacy will start with an online mega platform for conservation called Conservable. Conservable focuses on the conservation of all species of animals and all sorts of beautiful earth Mother Nature has given us. Conservable will have forums, articles, videos, podcasts, quizzes, campaigns, petitions, startup projects, protests, and more. This will be a space for all conservationists, amateur and experienced, to collaborate and come together to create good change for the world. The greatest conservationists from all around the world will be invited to create content on the platform. This project is based on 6 sustainable development goals from the United Nations. 11 sustainable communities, 12 responsible consumption, 13 climate action, 14 life water and So why is conservation important and why is Conservable needed? See this island right here? It's called Eagle Island. This is a small island on Lake Pettit in Big Canoe, Georgia. A pair of bald eagles make their roost here every year. These beautiful predatory birds were put on the endangered list in 1978, and then on August 9th, 2007, they went on the least concern list. This happened because of conservation efforts. The more conservation efforts we can do and educate people about, the better off these species will be. Conservation is vital for our planet's survival. Remember, there is no planet B. Thank you so much for your consideration of my project, Conservable. I would be so grateful to receive this opportunity. I hope to see all you conservationists soon on Conservable.
That was an amazing video. I'd like to invite Danny to say a few words if she would like to. Oh, we have a video.
Hi, my name is Danielle Reed. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Milton, Georgia in the USA. I am one of the 2021 Teens Dream Video Competition winners, and I won for my project, Conservable, which is a one-stop shop for all of your conservation education needs. And the goal is to make conservation education more accessible and more widely available to everyone, because that's something that I have not seen yet. And I think that that's really important to helping our Earth, is letting people know what they can do to help. So growing up, I was terrified of animals until I found Steve Irwin, nicknamed the Crocodile Hunter, in his family's Animal Planet show, Crikey, It's the Irwins. They show me that nature doesn't want to hurt me, but us humans are hurting nature. And from there on out, I knew that I wanted to be a conservationist. And that newfound passion is what helped me come up with Conservable in the early stages of COVID. But I never had the funds to do it. But then after I joined the Wildlife Conservation Hub, I found this competition and I was able to obtain the funds I needed to start. Since winning, it has been lots and lots and lots of planning work, but all of that planning is being put to good use, and I'm finally getting to put everything together, so I'm super excited. And I will be using the grant money to run my website. I do have some cool future plans. Not all of them are set in stone, but there is one that I think is really cool, would be to start some community education programs with eco leaders around the world. And I think that's really exciting. So thank you to the Global CoLab Network and Teens Dream team for helping me achieve my dreams of helping all the beautiful things Mother Nature has gifted us with. Now for an exciting announcement.
Hi, everybody. I'm Danny. So I'm excited to announce that Concerthamol will be launching on April 23rd of 2023, which is the day after Earth Day. So I think that's perfect. And I started all of our social medias this morning. So you can follow us at Concerthamol on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube.
That is so awesome. Congrats, Danny. Next winner is Luis Barbosa from Brazil.
Did you know that girls are less likely to be entrepreneurs, according to the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor? Or that only 63% of women, compared to 94% of men, are part of the global workforce? No? Quite shocking, right? And this is one of the most problematic aspects that the Sustainable Development Goal number 5, focus on gender equality, tackles. The fact that women and girls are one of the most economically vulnerable groups, since they have limited access to education and job opportunities. That's why my life's dream is to promote women's economic empowerment. And because of that, I've developed Concavo. Concavo is a project that aims to teach girls how to develop their own social businesses from scratch. Throughout 3 weeks, we're going to discuss topics like self-knowledge, types of businesses, and financial projections. And by the end of the program, the girls will have developed their own business project. The program is going to happen in Brazil, both in the online and in-person format, in the first semester of 2022. This project has an inherent relation with the Sustainable Development Goal 5, because through it, we're going to promote gender equality. Think about it with me. If women do not have financial independence, they will continue to be in a situation of oppression that ultimately leads to gender inequality. And here's the deal. Money is one of the things that moves our society. And when women have less access to financial resources, they end up tied in a cycle of dependence and oppression. And I'm honestly tired of seeing so many amazing and inspiring women in my life suffering in abusive relationships because they do not have the financial means to leave the situation, or even working in precarious conditions because they did not have the opportunity to develop important skills for the job market. And that's where Concavo enters. Together, we will provide girls with everything they need to create their own social businesses, generate revenue, and therefore independent women in the future. Hi everyone, I'm Luis. I'm 18 years old and I'm from Salvador, Brazil. I heard about the Teen Dream video competition because of LALA, which is the Latin American Leadership Academy. It's basically a leadership program that I'm a part of. And I immediately knew I had to showcase in the competition my biggest dream, which is to promote women's economic empowerment. That's a topic that I'm really passionate about due to personal circumstances in which some female family members stayed in unhealthy relationships because they did not have the financial means to leave the situation. And the project related to this specific topic was created because promoting women's economic empowerment is basically my personal mission. And at Concavo, we're mainly working on teaching low-income public school students to develop their own social business, because by doing that, they can generate profit while also impacting their own communities. Until now, we have impacted over 400 students, and I have used the award competition to develop a website for the project, which was great. The video project also really helped me to highlight Concavo and obtain like some needed resources for our operations, such as the website. And as for the future, I really hope to continue impacting girls and women with Concavo and eventually expand the program throughout Brazil. But overall, I really wanted to thank the Global CoLab Network for this amazing initiative. Y'all have really helped Concavo, so thank you. Bye.
That was an amazing video, Luis. Congrats on winning the competition. Our next winner is Nathan Liu from California.
Forests have a significant role in reducing the risk of natural disasters. Forests mitigate climate change and protect watersheds. Protecting forests is equal to protecting people. Around 1.6 billion people depend on forests for their livelihood. Wildfires have been devastating the world since the beginning of history. Wildfires caused environmental, health, and economic damage around the world. Wildfires occupy an unusual space in sustainability. They are driven by climate change, but at the same time, they help drive it. As this vicious cycle plays out, the need for human intervention to interrupt the cycle has never been more clear. Hello, my name is Nathan Liu, and I am a sophomore at the Harker School in San Jose, California. My dream is to form a global foundation that supports the scientific research using artificial intelligence and robotics in wildlife prevention. I call my dream Project Sylvanas. Sylvanas is the Roman deity of the woods and the protector of the forest. I am deeply attracted by this topic and feel obligated to it. I've been doing fundraising for this dream by a video campaign in 2019, an online concert in 2020, and then a physical concert in 2021. Collectively, I've raised more than $30,000 in donation.
Years ago, I created a video campaign to help raise funds for the Paradise Fires. And last year, I was trying to continue that idea by using artificial intelligence to analyze around 1 million cases of fire data. And
I believe that I'm highly blessed and I'm in a really good spot. Really hope that I can give some of this back to the people who are less fortunate.
I want them to know that you can accomplish anything, you can change the world, you can make the world a better place as long as you believe in yourself.
Hey, thanks so much for doing this interview today with me. Before we get started, I want to let you know that you look like somebody I know. Anyways, let's get into the interview. So, what first inspired you to produce the Teens Dream video? Well, being a California resident, the state catches on fire a lot. So wildfires have been something that really have impacted my life a ton recently. So because of that, I decided to try to support wildfire prevention technology through fundraising and my own research. Entertainment and media have always been something that caught my attention since back in 2018, I started my first fundraising campaign, which is an online video campaign. And then I saw this video competition this year, and I just saw this as an opportunity to pursue both my passions at the same time. So why did you choose that UN Sustainability Development Goal for your video? Well, yeah, so I chose the goal number 13, climate action, because through my wildfire research, I've discovered that climate change has a direct impact on wildfires. So recently I've joined the Global Collab Network's Climate Hub, which is a group of teens across the country discussing ways they can have an impact in the fight against climate change. And in my very limited time in this hub, I've been already inspired to not just focus my efforts on wildfire prevention, but to focus it on climate change as a whole. How are you going to pursue making a difference and influence others on your SDG topics as the next step? So I've done 2 years of wildfire research that's been recognized by the Synopsis Science Fair, and I've raised a total of $31,000 to economic relief for fallen firefighters' families. So for my dream, I wanted to start a foundation supporting wildfire prevention through technology. And I've started to take steps towards that with the Sylvanas Foundation coming to life. Along with my foundation, I will continue to stay committed to the Climate Hub and taking action to make an impact with my peers. What else would you like to highlight about yourself, such as activism, art, films, public speaking, etc.? Stuff that you're interested in? Yes, so personally, I'm a big fan of sports and I play basketball for my high school. I also have an interest in music, being a piano player for 11 years, and a passion for media entertainment from acting to producing. And well, of course, I have a strong passion for making change in my community and in the world. That would be it for the interview. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I did.
Thank you, Nathan. Your dream is really, really inspiring from a fellow Californian. That was amazing. Our next winner is Priya Stamper from Texas.
We can all agree that diversity can be improved on college campuses, but the students who come from the most diverse backgrounds are often missing one of the most critical documents in the admissions process. My dream is to make it easier for students from all backgrounds to attend college by drawing attention to the importance of a school profile. With more than 58,000 high schools in the US and as many as 80,000 applicants for a college's freshman class, how does an admissions officer understand the context from which each student comes? The truth is, they have less than 7 minutes to understand who you are and where you come from. Your essays and high school transcript tell them who you are, but your school profile is critical to telling them who your high school is and what opportunities were available to you. For example, GPA metrics vary from one school to another. An A at one school could be a 4.0, whereas at another it could be a 7.0. So let's elaborate on what's in a school profile. Socioeconomic, school mission, admissions requirements, percentage of low-income students, academic programs, clubs, sports, grade weighting, and SAT and ACT scores are just a few. As you can see, the school profile provides a lot of critical information to admissions officers. Unfortunately, only 75% of schools have a school profile, leaving the remaining 25% of students at a disadvantage. Many of the schools that would benefit most from a well-written school profile don't have one at all. My solution is to start small with my own district and contact all 21 public high schools. I will discuss with them how they can improve their profiles or how to create one if they don't have one yet. 85.1% of students in my district are underrepresented minorities, so I hope that improving the school profiles can help my peers all have equal opportunities in college admissions. We can all agree that diversity can be improved.
Hi, I'm Priya Stamper. I'm 16 and a junior here in Fort Worth, Texas. I heard about the Teens Dream competition through the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History. My topic for Teens Dream is equity in college admissions, with the goal of making college accessible to all students. This topic aligns with the UN SDG of quality education. As I recently started exploring my future college options, it became clear to me that the opportunities afforded to me and my peers at my public high school impact the strength of our applications. In my school district of 75,000 kids, almost 85% are economically disadvantaged. So I began to wonder, how does this impact kids at schools that have even fewer resources than mine? How do colleges know what opportunities every applicant has available to them? I did some research and found out that they rely on something called the school profile. This is basically a document that describes all the essential information about your school, such as demographics, percentage of low-income students, and classes offered. Seems like it's pretty important when college admissions folks are weighing up your application against kids at schools with more resources and opportunities. My research uncovered that only 5 schools out of the 21 in my district have a published profile. Now that school is back in session, my next step is to contact each one and find out if they have a profile that's just not published. My plan is to present my research to my school district and discuss with them how we can work together to get a profile in place for all 21 schools. I'm currently working on creating a standardized template in the hope it will help schools without a profile easily put one in place. This is only a small step in closing the equity gap in college admissions, but it's something I can have an impact on in my community. This video contest has opened my eyes to how teenagers can create positive change in their communities and around the world.
Thank you so much, Priya. That was an amazing presentation. Our next winner is Siri Hasanallamathu from Illinois.
Hi, my name is Siri Hasanallamathu, and this is my 2021 Teens Dream Video Contest entry, POTS and Vasovagal Syncope Research Algorithm and Development. So one day I was scrolling through YouTube when I stumbled across a video of a girl who had POTS, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. She would basically faint upwards of 20 times a day because of the variability in her blood pressure and heart rate, and she wouldn't be able to control it. And she would never have any warning as to when she was about to faint. So this was really heartbreaking for me to see, and was essentially caused by her variability and heart rate. POTS affects about 1 to 3 million Americans each year, and it's a really prevalent disease, and there's not much research on it. So for my video contest entry, I'm hoping to predict the onset of vasovagal syncope, which is fainting or near fainting, using machine learning algorithms, and I'm going to try to predict it 10 to 15 minutes before it happens, using things like heart rate, blood pressure, and skin conductance. This falls under UN SDG 3, good health and well-being. I plan to collect data, including skin conductance, heart rate, and so much more, using the Empatica E4 device and having participants click the button right here whenever they experience an onset, so I can go through and analyze that biological data again. So the goal is to predict an onset of fainting 10 to 15 minutes before it happens, so people with POTS can actually get to a safe place. I'm going to use languages such as TS-Fresh and R and Python. And I'm hoping with the help of Teens Dream Video that they'll help me actually get the funding to create these algorithms and use things such as scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, survival analysis, and so much more, and actually sort of finance my studies and when I'm creating these algorithms. So hopefully I'll get that funding to do that and create this impactful algorithm. I already received IRB approval to collect data, which is super exciting. And the next steps is hopefully receiving funding so I can learn how to make these algorithms more in depth and find POTS research patients who are willing to do this. Hi, my name is Siri Hassa. I'm 17 and I'm from Normal, Illinois, and I'm super excited to be talking about the Teens Dream video competition and how the Teens Dream organization has helped me in my project. So my project is predicting vasovagal syncope in patients with POTS, or postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. People with POTS often have experienced vasovagal syncope, which is a fancy medical term for passing out, and they often spontaneously pass out with little to no warning. So my project is to collect data on POTS patients, and I'm attempting to create an algorithm to predict syncope 5 minutes before it happens. So I'm currently in the process of doing that. And I did need funding, which is how I found out about the Teens Dream video competition, where I won $500 to fund my project. And because there's so many aspects that go into research, I needed this funding to help me purchase devices and for future expenses like compensating participants or turning this into a full-blown prototype and company. So I was just really excited to get a Teens Dream grant. And it's been great talking to people like Linda, who are people who really believe in me and who listen to me and who actually support and encourage me. And it's really hard to find those people. And I think I found them in Teens Dream. So I not only won money, but I also got to meet amazing people who actually believe in me. I'm passionate about POTS because, believe it or not, this is going to sound a little embarrassing. I discovered POTS video of a girl who would record herself when she was about to faint, and it would be her like cooking or during the day while she was in class, and she would often hit her heads on different objects. So I decided, why don't I use some of my machine learning knowledge to help create a change? So although research is a slow process, and although sometimes it can be frustrating, I'm just really exciting. I'm just really happy and thankful that someone out there believes in me, and I found that in the Teens Dream video competition. So right now I'm currently building the algorithm. It is taking a while because there's lots of data to process, and it's just great to have Teens Dream support. And I'm collecting data on a third participant. So this is my second year going into the study, so hopefully I'll have more progress on the way. And yeah, I hope everyone supports Teens Dream, and I hope you have a great time. And bye, thank you.
Thank you so much, Siri Hassa. You are so inspiring. I can't wait to see what you do with your dream. And our next winner is Rania Ezenekwe from Colorado.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rania Ezenekwe, and I'm a current 10th grader at Peak to Peak Charter School in Lafayette, Colorado. Earlier this year, I heard about the Teens Dream video competition through Miss Christy Letter, my 9th grade innovations teacher. When granted the opportunity to submit a video to directly address one of the UN Sustainable Development Goals, I took an immediate interest. For this competition, I submitted a video addressing the causes, effects, and potential solutions to global desertification. I am deeply passionate about our environment, and in the past, I've advocated for protecting biodiversity, sustainability, and plastic waste reduction. Desertification is the process by which fertile land becomes desert, often as a result of destructive human activities. I believe that our generation possesses the ability to resolve this lingering issue and restore productivity in our soils. For my topic on desertification, my idea was for farmers to collect pestilent weeds and use the plant material to create organic fertilizers. Not only would this affordable fertilizer aid crop growth, but it would also serve to maintain soil quality and provide essential nutrients. After winning the video competition, I decided to take my project to the next step by creating an at-home gardening kit to promote affordable access to nutritious fruits and vegetables. This compact kit will contain instructions for creating your own fertilizer out of backyard weeds. Additionally, the kit contains all the necessary tools, pots, seeds, and instructions to grow a successful mini garden. To showcase this, I created a business website called Grow Your Own Garden. This is the layout of my website. As you can see, there is an Order Now button where you can go and order your own custom kit. Additionally, there's some information, our vision and initiative, the timeline, and a weekly environmental challenge. At the very bottom, we have some contact information. Scrolling back up, we can see that there's a login button and some more tabs here. The desertification tab has my winning videos and some information and external links. And it also has instructions for how to create your own fertilizer out of backyard weeds. Here, I provide some facts and information about desertification and some videos about sustainability and the environment, as well as more informational articles. Further, clicking on the Grow Your Own Garden tab, we are taken to the Grow Your Own Garden Kit webpage. There is a button located here to order now, and I also illustrated the contents of the kit. Down here, I include a thorough budget proposal. Scrolling back up, we are taken to the Order Now button. Here you can choose your pricing plan. We have 2 types of kits, the basic kit and the plus kit. Some differences are noted below. Under the Grow Your Own Garden tab, I have included instructions and how-tos. I've provided a video for how to start a garden with planting and maintenance tips. I've also provided a video for beginner gardening mistakes to avoid. And finally, there is a tutorial for how to create your own fertilizer out of weeds, taking you through all the steps. Clicking on the Contact tab, we are taken to the contact page. You can send us a message and we'll get back to you shortly. And lastly, under the More tab, we have links to the Global CoLab Network and the UN SDG goals. Here, I provide some useful information for becoming involved in our network and a helpful link. Clicking on the UN SDG Goals tab, we will be taken to an external website. This Sustainable Development website provides information for all 17 SDGs, some history, and links below. For the future, I plan to prototype my at-home gardening kit and eventually turn it into a business. I also plan to professionalize my website and use it to raise awareness about desertification. Through this video contest, I have become more receptive of environmental issues with desertification, and I constantly ideate ways to solve many of the world's lingering problems through activism and civic engagement. Teens Dream was truly a life-changing experience.
Thank you, Rania. Your website is incredible. I want to introduce our next winner, Emma Cassini from Colorado.
Currently, around 689 million people in the world live in poverty. While this alone is an issue that we need to address, the impacts that poverty can have on families, communities, and specifically children is huge.
Our dream is to address the issue of low-quality education in the U.S. and beyond. This applies to the UN Sustainable Development Goal number 4, quality education. With our project, we also address the UN goal number 1, no poverty.
Education is very important for children because it basically determines their future. If they have a good education, they can get a good job. However, for those that are in a poor school system, they have a lower chance to become successful compared to other children.
Our solution is to improve libraries in the area and create new learning resources for kids to get a good education. Resources that would be included are tutoring sessions, computer access, and a section in the library dedicated to texts and textbooks that are required for schools in the area nearby.
This would allow students access to help and resources without needing money to purchase items like computers or books.
With this library plan, we would likely first start by helping students in rural areas near us. However, our hope is to branch out globally and help many others around the world. For example, places like Africa that have some of the most impoverished areas, especially regarding schools and education.
To finance this dream, we hope to implement and adopt a library system for businesses to use. This will help us move forward with our solution and is especially important on a larger scale.
Offering equal opportunities through education can help to alter the way that the world works and give so many more a chance to make change in the world, which is why this dream is so important to us. Thank you so much.
Hello, I'm Emma Cassini. I am the ambassador of the Education Hub. For my Teens Dream video competition idea, I wanted to use libraries to implement equity and aid for low-income students in low-income school districts. I'm also working with the Education Hub on the multilateral initiative where we work on how we implement the Sustainable Development Goals into students' learning and how they can also help students, and we're working on piloting it across a couple different schools. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you, Emma. Congratulations on your project. And last but definitely not least, our next winner is Rasak Akorede from Nigeria.
Everyone, my name is Lagos, Nigeria, and the Sustainable Development Goal I'm passionate about is Sustainable Development Goal 3. Did you know there are currently 2 million of cans and plastics nationwide? So I think human is way of being reference. Picking up with this the Russians are used to dropping directives indiscriminately. So I said to use a website to stop this menace by people going behind them, drop the cans of plastic, the amount of plastics they have done, and then everything will cry. They ask for immediate have the location there, I will post that code. So by this, problem. Thank you very much for listening to my Sustainable Development Goal.
Hello everyone, I'm Razak Akuridi from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm 17 years old. So I was going through some LinkedIn profiles and Instagram profiles just as my day-to-day activity. So I came across Teens Dream competition in 2021. And when it comes to the global stage, I love competing and checking out how capable I am for registering for competitions. So basically, why did I pick my video topic, which has to do with good health and well-being? So picking one of the most populated cities in Africa as a point of view, with a population of 15.3 million, I was able to come up with some projects, some ideas, to look for a way to solve this good health and well-being solution. So that was how I actually picked the good health and well-being topic. So why am I passionate about my video topic? As I said earlier, this video and this problem I'm trying to solve is actually coming from Africa, and Africa is actually the target audience when it comes to this solution. So my vision for this project is actually Vision 2030, which is connected with the Sustainable Development Goal. So my vision is actually to make Africa sustainable for all and have access to clean energy and also good health and well-being, to be specific. So what I've actually done so far with my project is actually sitting across the global stage, talking together with LOMA agencies and also look for a way to, which has to do with the waste management, to look for a way to solve. So the grants I was sponsored for, I was able to use to get some tech gadget materials and also use it to combine some things and also work with teams together to actually do it. So this video content has actually helped me a lot, when it comes to the global stage level. And thank you very much to Global Collab for sponsoring me. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rasak. And we are so proud of all of our winners, and a special thank you for the hard work that you have put in to making your dreams a reality. I now want to take this opportunity to thank Elise Gratz, who has been our intern helping with the video contest winners. Elise?
Yes, thank you. As a special token of how proud we have all of you, each winner Changemaker awardee will be receiving a certificate that looks like this. As you know, we also have recognized you and our winning video on our website in 2 places, under winners and submitters. Please look out for an email from me after the ceremony with the certificate, and again, congrats.
Thank you, Elise and Grace, and congrats to everyone who submitted this year and have been working with us. I'm always super impressed at these ideas and these videos, and I can see our audience feels the same way from the chat. So thanks everyone for being engaged. And this is really such an awesome way to get teens globally to really think about how they can be change agents in the world. So next, we want to take this opportunity to thank Turkish American TV, our media partner, for a great staff picks for outstanding video quality. So in addition to their Teen Dreams Awards, Nathan and Rania both, and a great group of teens from Turkey, received the TATV staff picks. So give them a round of applause, and I will put in the chat the article so you can take a look as well. And in addition, there's so many teachers globally that we just want to recognize who use the video contests in their everyday teaching. So you can see Sonia's comments here. She's one of our teachers from Spain, and she shared this testimonial. And we do have another amazing teacher, Christy Letter from Colorado, who is also the new chair of our education advisory group. So definitely just want to give all the teachers a big thank you who've worked with the teens, and we encourage them to submit their videos and really have helped teach about the UN SDGs, which truly does make a difference in the classroom. So we just ask if you all can also reach out to teachers and schools in your network, and definitely have them engage us via our video competition and the SDG hubs. And lastly, yeah.
Can I share the video?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Christy was going to speak, but she couldn't get onto Zoom. So this is an experiment. I'm gonna see if I can just play her on my phone.
Perfect.
Hi, I'm Christy Letter here in Colorado. I teach innovation and design thinking. Teen Dreams has been absolutely revolutionary for my class and for my students. I now have students who are involved with people from around the world, and they're making a difference. My students are ninth graders, which is often a time of feeling powerless, of feeling like, gosh, I don't know what I can do to make a difference. This contest teaches storytelling, but more than that, it transforms teenagers into change makers. I'm so grateful, and my ninth graders are entering this year. I'm super proud to be involved with Teen Dreams.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you to Christy. And yeah, so if you guys can help us spread the word about the video competition and the hubs to the teacher network. And then lastly, we always launch our video challenge at this fall celebration. So we are really excited to launch the challenge today with all of you. So I'm going to actually post the link in the chat, and that's the live link to enter in the competition for this year. Teens have 3 months to make a short 2-minute video. And I will, put that in the chat. And now we're going to focus on showcasing the hubs themselves. We've been mentioning throughout tonight. And so Amber, if you can take it away with the hub presentation.
Thank you, Star. Hi, my name is Amber Fannin, and I am the SDG Hub intern. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I absolutely love working with our teens and our hubs. We have 12 virtual teen-led hubs where teens from across the world meet weekly. Our goal is to have 17 hubs, one for each of the SDGs. You're in for a treat. Each of our hubs have a short presentation to share with you on their work. But before we do that, here's a video to explain our hubs.
There are many problems in the world, and you want change. You are in the right place. Sustainable Development Goals are the goals the United Nations set for 2030. There are many areas to be improved in the world, and here in Global Collab Network's SDG Hubs, we address these problems as teens. SDG Hubs are virtual youth-led teen rooms that provide a space for teens to be actual change makers. Interested? First, you come to one of our orientation meetings. Then, based on your interests and abilities, you will become a member of an SDG Hub. You can think of the problems together with other teens, design solutions for them, and act. You can get mentorship on areas you need. You can even start an SDG Hub yourself and connect with other teens who think like you. Joining an SDG Hub also means gaining useful skills that will help you later in the professional world and with becoming a part of a strong community with individuals from around the globe. Check www.teensdreamcollab.org for more information.
We're going to start with our Climate Hub led by Carolina and Sean.
Hello, my name is Carolina Jones, and I'm an ambassador of the Climate Hub.
Hello, my name is Sean Lee, and I am also an ambassador of the Climate Hub.
Our goal in the Climate Hub is to create a global community of teen change makers to take action on climate change. One of our early projects was hosting a screening of the Netflix documentary Chasing Coral that highlights the growing problem of coral bleaching. We also hosted a screening and panel of the documentary An Inconvenient Sequel. Over the course of a year, we created 3 action guides about topics that members were especially interested in, including fast fashion, environmental justice, and hydroponics and aquaponics. In early 2021, we launched a social media campaign called The Climate Conversation that was focused on climate education and different aspects and effects of the climate crisis. In May 2021, we hosted a webinar about fast fashion. We discussed causes, effects, and the prevalence of fast fashion.
We hosted a fashion show to accompany the fast fashion webinar. This was a fun project that we all enjoyed participating in. As members of the Climate Hub, each of us have turns to share an important article that we all can learn from, become more aware of what is happening to our environment, and potentially share what we learned to spread awareness to others.
We are working on the Greens Teens podcast. We started last year in August. We have 2 episodes, one about climate change and one about plastic. We love all of the interesting discussions we have. We hosted an eco-anxiety webinar where we discussed how eco-anxiety affects today's world. This project was in partnership with the Mental Health Hub. In the future, we are hosting our 2nd annual Trashing Show. We are working on a litter collection project, the Litter Clicker, and we are hoping to host a multilingual webinar with the Spanish-speaking hub about climate change in different areas. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation.
Hi, my name is Maura and I'm a new member of the Climate Hub. I would like to give a shout out to our other members, Sean, Carolina, Erica, Lauren, Nathan, Rania, and Danny. Thank you for being part of the Hub, and I would like to invite everyone to join our Hub to take part in our actions against climate change.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sejal Singh. I'm one of the former ambassadors of the Gender Equality Hub, along with Olivia.
Hi, I'm Olivia Ramito from Framingham, Massachusetts. And as Sejal said, I am the other former ambassador of the Gender Equality Hub. Our mission, the Gender Equality Hub, is focused on encouraging open dialogue towards and action towards gender equality through youth-led initiatives that promote healthy relationships across genders and the gender non-conforming individuals. Our hub also focuses on women's empowerment, mitigating gender-based violence, body positivity, healthy masculinity, and promoting inclusivity across the entire gender spectrum, and more. And our hub specifically focuses on SDG 5, which is gender equality.
Yeah, and then just some of our projects. So we have weekly webinars, which are just the virtual chat rooms, and we meet with youth from all over the world. We just talk about overarching issue like surrounding gender equality. And it's a global platform for communities to empower one another and enact influential change for their particular needs. So we're all able to come together and discuss what's going on in the world. And then IMRA is another project. So it's the International Movement for Resilience, Authenticity, and Activism. And it promotes mindfulness and action towards women's empowerment to develop the rising generation of women around the world. IMRA actually raised $2,000 to sponsor 17 Ghanaian women with tuition for high school education, school fees, and resources. And IMRA actually stemmed from the Global CoLab network from this hub.
Another one of our major projects is our Overheard podcast, which is designed to promote awareness and conversation around gender inequity. We strive to shed light on women's empowerment, tackling gender norms, challenges faced by minorities, and social stigmas. We currently have 156 monthly listeners from across 16 countries, and our most recent episode focused on a candid conversation about our hopes for gender equality in the new year.
So another one of our projects, we held a female genital mutilation screening. So it's an issue that still affects an alarming number of women in low-income nations. So Jabay Fadi is a Gambian survivor of female genital mutilation, and she created a short film titled We Will Not Be Tamed, which was a story about her journey. So at the CoLab, we supported her at the screening of her short film and have facilitated thoughtful discussion about it. And yeah, we hope to continue to work with her on this.
At the Smithsonian Folklife Festival over the summer, we worked on lobbying, and this was a collaboration between the Gender Hub, the Racial Justice Hub, the Plastic Hub, and the Mental Health Hub. And so during our lobbying, we focused on the Break Free from Plastic Pollution Act and equity in mental health services in schools. And this was just a really great way to be able to meet with our members of Congress and speak with them and their staff members directly.
So just to wrap it up, we have our website here, IMRA's website, and as well as our podcast. We're always looking for new members, and we love to work on new projects around topics that interest our members. Thank you.
Hi, we're the Wildlife Conservation Hub, and we are the leaders. I'm Sarah, and I'm a senior from Herndon, Virginia. And I'm Danny, and I'm a junior from Milton, Georgia. One of our biggest projects is our podcast called Conservation Conversations, and we have 13 episodes so far, so you should take a listen to that. We also were at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival with the rest of the collab. With our hub specifically, we spoke at multiple panels, hosted lots of workshops, we made connections, educated the public, and then we ended with a visit to the Smithsonian National Zoo in DC. And we started our social media account, so we created our own account, and we've been working together to create educational posts, and we've been promoting the collab and Plastics Hub's accounts. We also hosted an Effects of COVID-19 webinar in partnership with the Plastics, Climate, and Zero Hunger Hubs. And specifically, we focused on how COVID affected wildlife just by increasing single-use plastic waste, reducing cleanups. We emphasized the importance of cutting mask straps, and we talked about the increase of poaching and how animals can contract COVID-19. And we also hosted a poaching webinar based on our Effects of Poaching research paper. And we talked about how poaching affects the economy, security and criminalization, extinction and endangerment, disease, ecosystems, habitat fragmentation, local communities, resource depletion, and animal behavior. We also have a wildlife video series where we record videos about animals at different conservation facilities. So far, we're working on one for the Smithsonian National Zoo, Zoo Atlanta, the Clearwater Marine Aquarium, Georgia Aquarium, and the Chattanooga Zoo. Thanks.
Hi, everyone. I would also like to say that we have a new podcast episode out about our experience at the Folklife Festival, and we also put a blog post about that. And then we also worked on our book, and we have a whole chapter in here about that, along with everybody else's chapters.
Hi, teens. I'm Akash, and I'm one of the teen leaders of the Mental Health Hub, also #TheBestHub.
Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm one of the mentors.
Hi, I'm Roshan Foster, another member.
Hi, I'm Aoife. I'm one of the mentors.
Our mission statement is, as a hub of motivated teens, we seek to inspire, educate, and raise awareness among teens about mental health and work to destigmatize through education, teen-led clubs, and open discussion.
Some of our past projects include an eco-anxiety webinar with the Climate Hub, a resource list of useful mental health tools, and we actually established our own lobbying effort in the United States Congress.
Toolkit on how to create an effective and supportive mental health club in your own school. We're working on a ton of content for our podcast and for the blog, so keep your eyes open for those.
And we're working on meeting with school administrators, staff, and students to talk about improving mental health at the local level.
There are some reasons why we joined. I personally joined for the support I'd gained in working on really important issues, and also the opportunity to create lifelong friends.
I love the concept of global collab as a whole, and I wanted to do something that had direct impact on something I care about so much, like advocacy.
I joined because these teens are awesome, and I'm so proud of the way that they're reshaping mental health in our country.
I joined to witness and support the important work that teens are doing to advocate for better mental health.
So teens, you heard it right here. That's why you should join the Mental Health Hub. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angie. Our children's book will discuss how gardening in communities can contribute to zero hunger. This book will be geared towards children and give an understanding of this topic in a digestible way. We'll also include DIY instructions for starting your own garden and discussing why people should care about this and how they can make a difference through gardening in their community.
Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie, the Executive Director of Mini-Mun. We've been working with the Education Hub and with the CoLab to connect out across hubs to revise and update our curriculum, as well as to create new opportunities for students around the world to get involved. We've already been doing some amazing work, so make sure to check out our website to find out more. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we are Education Hub's ambassadors. I am Neslihan.
I'm Ali. Our first project is helping a poor school in Turkey.
We organized a helping project with our school. We went to primary school with our friends and teachers.
We entertained the children by disguising themselves as mascots. We had picnic and had entertaining time with Turkish guests.
We set up a new equipped library. It was a unique experience for us.
The Education Hub is also working on a multilateral initiative with the Turkish and Spanish-speaking hubs. We'll hold a monthly webinar where a question is presented for each hub to answer. We'll spend 30 minutes discussing these questions in small groups and present our findings to the larger group. We can follow up with research and possibly bring in an expert or partner organization to explore the answers to our questions.
Hello, my name is Sarah Bigley, and I'm one of the co-ambassadors of the Plastics Hub along with Lana Bess. This year, our biggest project has been the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, as with the other hubs. And at this festival, specifically with our hub, Lana and I both got the opportunity to present on a panel about plastic pollution and what teens can do to reduce it with the Anacostia watershed, which was a really exciting and educational event for both of us. We were both very honored to present. We also did some various things around the festival, like helping out with gardening and some of the other hubs projects, which was really fun. And then as far as outside the festival goes, we really expanded our hub this year. We actually have some members in Africa and Turkey and from other countries now, and even other continents, which is something that we're both really excited about. As far as specific projects go, we had our COVID sustainability webinar, which we did with the Zero Hunger, Wildlife, and Climate Hubs earlier in 2022 to talk about how COVID has affected different parts of our world now. We also have a plastic pickup competition where we try to encourage teens and young adults from around the world to go out in their communities and pick up trash and throw it in the trash can instead of leaving it out in the wild to hurt wildlife or other issues like that. We also have expanded in our schools by trying to educate people through our environmental clubs about how they can reduce their personal plastic waste and their carbon footprints that are associated with that. And then we've done a lot of helping people with their teens dream projects. For example, one of our members, Rasak, has like a plastic pickup like robot type thing. And so we're helping him get awareness for that and develop his website. And then we're helping a lot of different, just supporting other teens and how they are interested in reducing plastic waste. Of course, we are still working on GlowBlock, which is our reusable takeout container campaign. We have lessened our impact with that a little bit this year because we've been preoccupied with other things, but we are really excited that we did get that $25,000 grant from Amazon to work on that. Hello.
Hi, I'm Olivia, and I've been involved in the Racial Justice Hub for the past couple of years. And our mission statement is to create a global community of teen change makers to encourage, inspire, and act on racial justice worldwide. And the hub focuses on SDG 10, which is reduced inequalities. So who are we? The hub was founded by Akshat a couple of years ago from the UAE, and then Alan and Marion are the current ambassadors. The main project that the hub has worked on is the Implicit Bias Workshop by Teens for Teens. And this workshop focuses on teaching teens about what implicit bias is and how to address their biases. We have also collaborated with the Arts and Gender Equality Hub. So some of those projects included the Racial Justice Art Challenge and the Women of Color in Art webinar. We have also focused on some social media campaigns to raise awareness through social media, and we're always looking for new members. So if you're interested in joining, you can scan this QR code or email us and check out the website.
Hola, yo soy Brenda Ramírez y soy mentora del Hub Hispanohablantes para Global Collab Network. En este hub buscamos impulsar proyectos desde los 17 Objetivos de Naciones Unidas con jóvenes de todo el mundo. En esta ocasión nos encontramos colaborando con escuelas que buscan realizar estos proyectos desde la sustentabilidad ambiental en sus instituciones.
Hola, soy Pablo y estoy trabajando con Spanish Hub y ojalá se unan si son estudiantes o si quieren nada más hacer colaboraciones, proyectos, nos avisan.
Hello there. We're the students from the EPO 370Ps, and we're here to present you our school project.
El huerto se puede realizar dentro de los terrenos de la escuela. Se utilizan botes, cajas, bambús y otros materiales. Se cultivan plantas cuyas raíces, semillas, flores sean comestibles.
Se integran distintas áreas de conocimiento y procesos ecológicos, fomentando valores de cooperación, paciencia, constancia y responsabilidad. Tenemos propuestas como huacales, usar llantas como macetas, etc.
The first month, our school was invited to compete. So we had a chess tournament where we played between us. Then we played against several schools from Valle de Bravo.
En informática iniciamos un proyecto de reunirnos en grupos según la zona por donde vivíamos para trasladarnos por la mañana a la escuela, para reducir la contaminación y los gastos del estudiante. This project has started with the objective of reusing paper pieces, making sustainable paper that has the same function as the normal one.
We started cutting several sheets of paper and then with water in order to blend them. After that, we mixed them again with more water and then we dried it into a mold. This project is still going. And now we're going to show you an interview we made to the teacher who is directing this project. What moved you for doing the project?
Well, first of all, it was from the beginning for students, so they learn how to recycle this paper. So the workshop is for students from step number 1, that is cutting the paper and then reusing these sheets. So you can see this is the final sheet and you can use it for maybe new school projects.
Hi everyone, my name is Grace. I'm the ambassador for the Arts Hub, and this is our presentation. So basically, the mission of the Arts Hub is to fuse all hubs of the Global CoLab. We represent the SDG number 17, which is Partnership for the Goals, and focus on collaboration with the other hubs to provide an artistic platform for teens in the Hunger Hub, Plastics Hub, Racial Justice Hub, Gender Hub, and all the other hubs at Global CoLab to creatively address their issue. So this is one of the challenges that we have done as the Arts Hub in collaboration with the Mental Health Hub. And these are some of the submissions we got for this challenge. And this is a really fun and creative project for the Hub. And we're hoping to do more challenges like this in the future. So if you're interested, we would love to have new members, you know, just splash out ideas and talk about it with us, because we're really open to a lot of other projects. This is another few examples of some of the other challenges we've done, including the Global Youth Upcycling Challenge and the Earth Optimism Art Challenge. So all of these pieces of art are so amazing. And I also want to stress that the Arts Hub is not just for painting, it's not just for designing, it can be anything that is art. It could be dance, it could be song, it could be rap. Whatever you feel is your art can be incorporated into this hub, which I really like. This hub is really really broad in the spectrum. Another example is we helped graphic design a book for the entire Global CoLab organization. So we worked with all of the hubs to create a 100+ page book of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and what our teams in this organization are doing to contribute to those global goals. I'll put the link in the chat for the Amazon link to the book. But basically this book was a big project for the hubs. And I feel like the Arts Hub had a really crucial role in this project, because not only did we help the hubs design their book chapters, we also designed the cover, we helped self-publish the book, We edited all the chapters. We really did the majority of like the planning with the book, and I think it was really successful. So if you want to check out the book, link is in the chat, and we'd love to have your thoughts on it. That is the end of our presentation. If you want to be a change maker in the Arts Hub, you can join by visiting this link, teensdreamcollab.org/STG-hubs. We'll also put it in the chat. And I hope you'll join us because it's a really flexible club, and we're just looking for more people with great ideas to hop on our call. So hopefully you'll join us. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sude. I am 15 years old and I am from Turkey. Now I am ambassador of Turk speaking. 1 year ago, I submitted my video to TeenStream video competition. Then I saw STG Hubs in TeenStream website and I said I have to join these hubs. First, I started in Gender Hub and I learned so much things in there. We made so much webinar and I learned how can I make my own website. It was amazing. Then me and my two friends, we decided to open Turkish speaking hub. Now we are working with Turkish American TV and we are working with other hubs. We translate Grace Book, Perry and Friends. Then we opened the TeenStream school clubs in Turkey. Now we have 45 members. Every week we are meeting and we talk about sustainable development goals. We made a webinar about racial justice and we made interview with teenagers about gender equality. We made climate strike in Burdur Lake. You can see some photos from strike. Join us and be a part of this change.
Hello, everyone. I'm Maryam Royed. I'm a Fulbright Fellow from Afghanistan in Georgetown University and the mentor for the new Afghanistan Hub. In Afghanistan Hub, this year we brought teens, Afghan refugee teens from all around the world, mainly from Albania, Canada, and the US, for virtual discussion on a weekly basis. We spoke in our own language in Dari, and we worked together with with an English teacher and one of the advisors for Global CoLab, Miss Renee Fisher, to help teens learn English and build new skills. We also invited a Farsi-speaking psychologist to talk about the importance of mental health and how Afghan teens can take care of themselves in this difficult period of transition as refugees, as they integrate in their new communities. Our vision for the Afghanistan Hub is to provide a safe platform for teens, for Afghan teens all around the world, to become a virtual support group for each other and learn English and also become an activists for the cause of refugees all around the world. We are looking for new members in both capacities as mentors and teens as our new members. So please consider joining us in this hub, and I'm looking forward to meet you soon.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah.
I'm a co-ambassador of the Zero Hunger Hub. Our hub works towards the UN SDG number 2, which is Zero Hunger. We're a global community of teen change makers who empower each other to eliminate hunger and create food sustainability in our communities.
Hi, my name is Eli. I work at the Arlington Garden. We try to encourage teens across the world to garden and produce fresh produce for their communities. We've raised over $2,000 and donated over 100 pounds of produce, and we donated to the Arlington Food Assistance Center, which is the local food pantry. And we just, grow a bunch of vegetables, mostly kale, radishes, tomatoes, cucumbers, and squash.
Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm part of the Ellicott City Garden. Our vision was to create a community garden which brings the Centennial High School and Homewood High together. 90% of the students at Homewood High live with food insecurity, so our goal is to provide them with fresh produce and increase community pride. We've raised $1,600. We have 5 beds, and we're currently growing a variety of vegetables.
Some of the other projects that we've done are plant propagation education, DC Food Project share tables. We collaborated with the other hubs on the COVID sustainability webinar and published a chapter in the Global Collab book. Also at the Folklife Festival, we had an activity where attendees were able to make their own bean pot and bring home their bean plant.
You should join us if you're interested in taking action and creating a more sustainable environment in your community. You can make friends with others who have similar desire to make an impact in their community. And you can support members in your community who do face food insecurity. You have the opportunity to participate in both physical and non-physical activities, get service hours, and gain leadership experience.
So you can contact us through a text message chain in Slack. Join our weekly meetings on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, or just check us out on the website. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you to our teen ambassadors, amazing members, and mentors for putting together these updates. If there are any teens here today that are interested in joining any of our hubs, they can sign up with the link that's in the chat. There will be an email with details on how to engage sent out this week. Turning it back to you, Star.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amber. Great job to all the members of the hubs and all the leaders out there. Such impressive work. And I know how hard everyone worked collectively on the SDG book. So yeah, always impressed by everyone's collaborative effort. And we are starting a new year with a lot of new exciting plans, and we are encouraging teens to join us from all over. So I'm gonna post again the registration link because it looks like it cut off. So I'm gonna post the registration link again to sign up for a hub. And then I'm also gonna share a poster about our hubs that you guys can definitely share with your network. And it just gives a little blurb on each hub that we have available at the collab. So again, great job to everybody. We're so proud of all the work that you've done. And I'm going to turn it back to Linda to close out with a few important announcements.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Star and all of our hubs, and Amber, that was fantastic. So thank you everybody here for sticking in here for so long. And I know it's a long meeting, we'll be done shortly, but we have a couple big announcements. And then we really do hope that you'll join us in our virtual reality reception if you can. So I do want to announce that we just formed a parent group that's led by one of our own parents, Don Reed. Thank you, Don. This is a parent group that is going to work with the CoLab to help grow our organization. And they're also going to work with our newly formed education advisory group that Christy Letter, the teacher that you saw me hold up from Colorado, is heading up. So we're super excited about all of that. Just a preview for this coming year, the CoLab hubs will be working collaboratively, and we really need more teens and mentors. So please, I hope you heard that message loud and clear. Get in touch with us. Preview for the coming year, our plans are for the hubs to collaborate on a submission to the SDG Metaverse competition, which is very cool. And we're perfectly poised to do this, given that we already work in the metaverse with our hubs and with our virtual reality rooms. So we are going to be entering. We're getting ready for that. And then we're also hoping, we've taken teens to the United Nations 2 years in the past before COVID. We're hoping to bring teens back to the UN for the Joint High-Level Political Forum that focuses, is the body in the UN that focuses on implementing the SDGs. So we're hoping to take teens there in July. So a lot planned for this year. I do want to talk very briefly about our amazing mentors. Now and in the past, we have had so many great mentors. And we did last year decide to create an annual mentorship award that we decided to do in memory of my father, who passed away last year, Lynn Staley. He mentored many doctors across the world and also mentored me in creating the CoLab. So last year we gave this first award to Brianda, the mentor of our Spanish hub. And this year the award is going to Julie Murphy. Julie Murphy for her amazing mentorship of the Gender Hub. Julie has consistently been there every Sunday for the Gender Hub and has also worked this year to mentor teens on how to lobby. Julie has worked very hard over the years and cares and has done such a great job. The teens learned so well that they led their own lobbying sessions. The teens led the lobbying skills training at our August all hands meeting. So Julie, thank you for your great job as a mentor of our hubs. Yay, that's my mom, Jack. I see that. That's so cool. I hope Julie's here. Are you here, Julie? Okay, so Julie, you've done a lot more than just mentor our hubs. Back when we started in 2014, you helped us design and build Teens Dream. And you were there also as a judge of our video contest for I don't know how many years. Then you joined our board of directors, and you also became the secretary of the board. And then, let's see, you attended every single event, Teens Dream event for the last 8 years. That's amazing. And of course, you're a Gender Hub mentor, and you've given so much of all your time and wisdom over the years. So we just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to you. And we decided, Julie, that because of your amazing work with us over the years, that we would create a new award this year. So we've created a new award called the CoLab Changemaker Award, and this year we're presenting it to you. So Julie Abbott Murphy, congratulations. We will find a time to give you this award in person, but I just want us to all give Julie a round of applause.
Yay, Julie.
Julie, can you say a few words? We're coming towards the end of our event today.
Julie, episodio de las jugas.
Yes, wow. Okay. Thank you, everyone. In reflecting on the last 8 years of my connection with this organization and the various iterations of how I showed up, I can't tell you how inspired I have been looking at all the faces of these young people from all over the world. Is truly one of the most hopeful and encouraging experiences of my life in terms of looking at the way the world is and how many challenges we face. But I do have some remarks I would like to say, but I also just want to say thank you for both of these awards. I'm especially honored to be connected to Linda's father, who was a remarkable change maker in his own right. In healthcare all over the world, particularly orthopedic care, and I'm thrilled to be connected with him. Thank you, everyone. So I just wanted to say a few words. Linda asked me to say a few words here, there at the end here, and I really do want to emphasize how much this organization has grown. The impact has just grown exponentially. The number of people it has touched around the world is incredible. And I do think that this is I hope that more can be connected, more people from all the world can be connected, because I think this is the way that which the world is going to change, because it's easy to be discouraged. And let me just say a few words here about the collab. Seeing these remarkable films made by teens all over the world and hearing the reports from the collab's hubs brings to mind these words of Thomas Merton. Compassion is the keen awareness of the interdependence of all things. Compassion is the keen awareness of the interdependence of all things. This compassion, the caring and the passion, is at the heart of the global collab. And as Thomas Merton suggests, it arises from the knowledge that we are all connected. Excessive carbon emissions in one corner of the world affects the climate around the globe. Hunger in sub-Saharan Africa can lead to instability and dislocation, which can have political effects in Europe and beyond. Progress in gender equality can embolden movements around the world, as we have seen recently in Iran. This interconnection and the unique vitality that the young bring in advancing global solutions is how the Global Collab came into being. Our founder, Linda Staley, knew that the old paradigm of endless talks about the world's great challenges with myopic and even jaded older adults drafting studies that no one ever read was not going to ensure quality education or preserve clean water. We tried that. Lots of studies, many think tanks, many studies, and yet these problems persist. Real change needed fresh eyes and young minds that can truly see that our fortunes as global citizens are indeed tied, and young hearts that can summon the energy and creativity to question the conventional thinking and give the tired policies of the old a good kick in the pants, which is what the collab does. It's a disruptor, but it's a disruptor in the best possible way, because it brings to these problems the spirit of young voices and young minds. The world can't wait. We don't have the luxury of time. Problems such as economic inequality, political authoritarianism, and global warming, they're not going to wait for the next conference of middle-aged experts. We need not despair, however. As we've seen today, the Global Collab has and will continue to raise up the incredible solution-driven passion of young people all over the world through Teens Dream and the SDG hubs. We are interdependent. Honoring the ties that bind us to each other and that summon us to action is the great cause of our time. And I applaud the work of the Global Collab in advancing this great cause. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Julie. That was so beautiful. I'm glad we're recording this. We asked Julie to speak at the end because she is such a articulate, passionate, and eloquent and thoughtful leader. And thank you for weaving all of that together, Julie. So we are going to close, and it's almost kind of hard to go to the next slide, but we're going to just share our social medias. And if anybody wants to donate, you know how to reach us. So if you can move to the social medias, we are trying to grow, and we are going to head into our amazing virtual reality room and close this session and ask all of you to join us in this room. So thank you to all of our teens, our mentors, our changemaker leaders, our board members, our advisors, our volunteers, our interns, our fellows. Thank you so much. And of course, most importantly, our teens. And Julie, that was a fabulous, beautiful ending to a fantastic celebration. And we're even on time. I know it was long, 2 hours, very long, but thank you to all of you for hanging in there. So you can jump into this room in the chat. I hope we have in the chat the VR room, and you just simply go in and try to find the 4 sub rooms, and we can all socialize in there. Okay. So we'll see you in the VR room, and thank you again for everybody staying on this long. That's a long time, and I am very grateful to you. So we're going to have fun in the VR rooms. There's 4 sub rooms. You can look for them when you go in. You'll be automatically an avatar. And so you can follow the directions right when you go in the room. On the right, as you go in, you use your little keys to go in. So we will see you there. And thank you, everybody.
Perfect. And it's in the chat right now, the VR room. Thanks, everyone. If you have any issues getting in, let us know.